Hey, what's going on, everybody? Dave back again, and welcome to another video. I want to thank Tokyo Model Detective for sending this out for me to build up and give you guys my thoughts. This is, of course, the kit from Metal Gear Solid, and we're just going to name it Sahel because, well, this kit can be hell. It's absolutely an awesome kit. It was an awesome build. It was a lot of fun, a lot of parts, but it is very fidgety, and I want you to keep that in mind as we go through this. I am not going to be transforming this into the other mode, which is like on here. This is actually my second time of filming it, and I did learn something very important because I built it, I put it on the stand and everything, and I didn't really mess with it until I went to film it. And yeah, so we'll get into that here in a second. Now for the price point, it's worth it. Again, I am sorry, I haven't played the game yet, so I am not fully familiar with the character or the mech itself. It is an awesome kit, and strangely enough, it reminds me a lot of the Queen Alien from the Alien movies. Just really awesome. So I'm going to give you a quick spin around. You guys can see that the gun is massive on there. Now we'll go over the gun here real quick. Pluses and minuses. Now I have it in its extended mode, and it does actually shorten down. You do have to pop this piece off and this piece off, and there is a piece underneath you have to remove. Basically these get moved forward, and then you can slide the whole thing in. It only shortens it about that much. Now the kit, if it's standing up completely straight, pushes about, I want to say 11 and a half inches. With the gun flipped up like it's supposed to be, you're going to be pushing 15 to 16 inches. But I left it like this because it won't even fit under here with it flipped up. Let's see here. You do get movement in the ankles, a little side to side, up and down. This will not stand on its own. Even in the other mode, I don't believe that it will. Mainly because it's so freaking back heavy. It's just crazy. You get articulation, bend here on the knees. Now transforming it into the other mode where it's squatted down, you do get some replacement parts, and I'll show you those here. You get knee replacement parts, which are going to make it possible to fold the legs down into that squatting position. You get a replacement waist piece for this to attach to from the front to make it possible for that crouching pose. You get some optional parts on the sides of the thigh armor here, and we'll show you this side because you can see it better. You do get these grenade canisters which clip into here, and they actually hold fairly well. I haven't had any problem with them falling out other than when the whole kit decided to collapse. Also on the thigh armor, you get these panels that open up. They're not an actual hinge. They just are like that, you know, just basically being held on by friction. I would definitely suggest, if you're building this up and you're painting it, to glue those in however that you want to end up doing them, whether it is open or whether it is closed, because you don't want to be dropping them, lose them, anything like that. Now in the crotch section here, you do get movement up and down here, and you get some movement in here. You get some good rotation in the hips here. I do have to say that Kid did a great job on the joints on as far as this goes. It's just so top heavy and back heavy. You do get some crunch movement here in the waist section. You get these saber handles. I'm assuming they're saber handles, beam weapons, however you want to end up calling it, that are removable, which this ends up attaching to, and I kind of like it. On the arm, you can switch this, whether it be right or left, with the shield and this weapon. This slides in and out of here. Even though they could have done a lot of things in one piece, they are multiple pieces, so it gives it that immersion effect. You get some movement up in here, up in the shoulder. You get movement in the shoulder piece up here. Moving around. You get some movement in this, in the back skirt. You get a lot of great detail up in here. I know there's not a lot of light, but you do get a lot of great detail. There's some bracket arms in there. The backpack piece does swivel this way. These are movable. You can see by the joints up here that this pod can be flipped around and moved as needed, as well as the cannon arm. Now, here's a downside. Depending on if you follow the instructions and how you end up doing the bracket for the gun, it's going to droop. It's going to fall out. It's not the greatest holding. So I want to make sure and let you guys know that to begin with. It is fidgety. I kind of consider a lot of pieces on this kit things that you want to reinforce joints, and it's not something you're going to want to come along and repose on a constant basis. The head, you do get up and down. You do get some side to side. You do get this face piece that has the cockpit in there, and it is on a hinge and will close down. You do get one clear piece that goes in here, which you can tint or do however you want. This doesn't come with any stickers. The only thing that comes with was those water slides for the face that give it the skull effect. Like I said, you have a hinge here and a hinge up in there for the backpack piece for it to pivot up and down. That's so you can switch it in modes. The base. The base gives you lots of options to be able to put this piece. But as I found out, I don't know how well it will hold up over time with the joints, with the weight that is on the joint. It's not like a Figma figure that doesn't weigh anything, and I have a feeling that it might want to slack, or in my case when I was filming it earlier, try and collapse, which is what ended up happening. It didn't break, it didn't anything, it just kind of pivoted, collapsed, and the whole thing went over here, and I deleted that video to remove the evidence. All in all, I wanted to keep this nice and short, but it is a definite buy. If you're a fan, if you like the design, I love the design. Even if I didn't know the game, if I hadn't played it, which I haven't, but if I wasn't familiar with it at all, it's a unique design. I really like it. With some paint, some weathering, and some imagination and panel lining and stuff, this thing will look sick on the shelf. If you're one of those that you're just doing it to build it and put it on your shelf and never repose it or anything, you find a pose that you like, I would probably secure these, maybe put a dab of glue on there to make them a lot tighter. Or it is possible to remove one of these joints in here, to remove that added swivel in here, which might end up helping, even maybe moving it back. I don't know. I just followed the instructions. I put that in the center and attached it. One thing I don't think I went over is the shield. The shield, it does have a pivot point here, and it attaches to the arm there. If you flip it around, I believe you can throw it on the other one, though the instructions have your weapons and stuff like that. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I really debated on whether I was going to do this or not. I knew I wasn't, once I went over everything, I wasn't going to do a speed build on it. Not only because the speed builds are a pain in the butt. It's fun to do with the Gundam kits, but with things like this, it's a real pain in the butt. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely pick it up. I want to thank Darren over at Tokyo Model Detective again for sending this out to me for to review and show you guys. If you can pick one up, definitely do so. Links will be in the description. Stick around, and I don't know what I have up next. I think I got a Gundam itch coming on, but I do also have some Star Wars kits to review for you guys, which are sitting over on my other table, all done and everything. So thanks for tuning in. I will talk to you guys all later. As usual, peace out.